Wait, you're saying there's three Betazoids on one starship? Oh, you know this about to be a horny episode. Welcome back aboard Blurred Force One with your boy Mo. And today I'm going to be reviewing Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 5. It's entitled Empathological Fallacies, and it's streaming on Paramount Plus. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? And before we get into this review, get down there, hit like on this video. Well, in pathological fallacies, it's all about the Cerritos being called like some kind of space Uber to go pick up three drunk party girls, or in this case, three drunk party ambassadors from Betazoid. And they are on a mission to, I guess, bring things closer together for different parts of the Federation. Who knows? All I know is that they've got their Mardi Gras on. They're treating the Cerritos like it's just one big party. It's very stereotypically a Betazoid thing. At least we seem to think so. There's a lot more to these three than meets the eye. But Captain Freeman's trying to do her best, even though she thinks it's a waste of her time. And to be fair, being again a space Uber does feel a little bit like you're using a California class, starship for no good reason. But whatever, you know what? Let's not think too hard about this. We got to get our groove on, and that's exactly what proceeds to happen as the episode goes on. But really, the main character of this episode is Talin. She is, let's just say, less than impressed or enthused with the festivities going on the Cerritos, which she already thinks is kind of a bit of a missing discipline, or something that, or logic, or whatever it is that her Vulcan mind is kind of bumps up against. I mean, can you blame her? She's got Mariner, Tendi, Rutherford, and Boimler as her next junior grade lieutenants. I mean, I could see it, but the Cerritos is its own special little place, and she's frustrated not just with the assignment, but also understanding that the Cerritos is her punishment, and that she's not particularly happy about the fact that she's got to stick around. And she's so annoyed that she sends a letter basically saying, and if you translate from Vulcan to human, please take me back. These people are crazy. So so knowing that she can't actually send it out because there's a security blackout while the ambassador's on the ship, she's very impatient and decides to go see what all this party is all about. And then everything proceeds to get real out of control, more than you would expect, even on the Cerritos. As she notes, people suddenly start acting real crazy. Dr. Miglimo is, bashing the what is it? The food replicator. He's going nuts. Ransom is crying. There's all sorts of mess. Tendi and Rutherford are more, out there than they normally are. What is going on here? And Talin is just, half lidded and all that other stuff through it all, trying to logic it out. In the meantime, we got Boimler off doing his own thing. Actually, he's doing his overachiever studyholic thing, and that gets him the attention of security, and he gets to go on a little, I guess he thinks he's going to be trained. What's actually happening is they take him off to a room, and he gets to do, to me, one of the worst things you could do to somebody, which is subject them to slam poetry. How dare they? What kind of security team is this? One that likes to inflict pain by way of verse and accents and bullshit that I don't care about. And Boimler gets to sit around with them as they do that, and he thinks it's some kind of test and everything. It's real to see Shax just sort of be like, oh, what is, why can't this guy loosen up, chill out, or whatever? Especially when he jumps on Shax's neck and basically tries to do some maneuver, and Shax looks like he's got a cat on him, that he basically is just like, okay. And it leads to, Boimler They end up doing charades, and he correctly guesses Odo with the charades from Kayshawn, which is pretty good actually because Kayshawn's really hard to talk to. And ultimately, he finds out that, oh, we're gonna either do a puzzle or we're gonna play this little card game, and it just leads him to just be really frustrated with the whole situation. He's thinking as a junior grade officer, he's getting some special training time and everything that's gonna really prepare him, and he's just like, you guys, I guess on California class, we just don't. There's no real kicking ass or anything like that. This is boring or whatever. What are y'all? What's security even for? And put a pin in that because we're going to come back to that later on. The Betazoid women seem to like they could be up to something, but basically it looks like all of the craziness is because of them, because of their telepathy. Something's going wrong. Maybe they have this syndrome, but when it comes to show that they aren't that, and Captain Freeman won't let them go because they seem to be the only possible avenue of this psychic manifestation on her ship. It turns out that they are spies, or not spies, but intelligence agents, and they proceed to kick everybody's butt, Mariner and Talin, and to take control of the ship and beat up everybody on the bridge. Starfleet not exactly showing its top form this particular day. And it's kind of like watching, if on Sex and the City everyone kicked ass like a ninja, but they were still catty with each other. Good fun stuff all the way around, especially with how Freeman tricks them into sort of fighting with each other just so she can put the red alert in. And that's when security kicks in and they go into kick-ass mode, so much so that Boimler is not really quite ready for all the physicality to it and everything. And we get treated to fun stuff like Dr. Tana, who has a hankering for some Betazoid meat, but I guess because Caitians did that in the past or something. Is going all feral cat and being basically handled by her boyfriend Shax, and then security proceeds to kick ass on the bridge. It's a fun, good time. I love seeing Shax in action, really, and just the security team was really cool. And they take the ship back over, prevent them from going into the negative. Well, it's just weird to me. Why are they always on the Romulan, the negative zone? Like it. What highway is this that's just going straight past the negative? Whatever. You know what? Asking too many questions. But at the end of it, Talin turned out to be the source of the issue, and Mariner doing the thing. She did something like this for Boimler in a previous episode. She sits her down, even in her manic, like bad, weird, emotional state. Basically, it's just like hearing Talin talk about how she's not a good enough Vulcan and all this other stuff, and that's why she's all like perturbed in her mind. And then Mariner's just like, what the fuck, you're the most Vulcan person I've ever met. Like you couldn't be more Vulcan. Just because you saved your ship that you were on and they punish you for that is really stupid. You're super Vulcan. And if you're just you got this particular syndrome that's broadcasting your emotion, well, so did Spock's father, and he's, as she said, Vulcan as a motherfucker. So that ultimately gets her to get right in her mind, which turns off her telepathic weirdness that everyone else was affected by, and everyone pretty much goes back to normal. All's well that ends well. Talin's back in the fold. She's cool, and the Betazoids leave without being too bothered. They actually let Captain Freeman know what this enemy ship that's blowing everyone up and bothering everything, what it actually looks like. So really pretty cool stuff all the way around. Boimler has a moment with Shax where Shax explains that being a security isn't just about kicking ass and phasering people all the time, but actually helping people out, keeping people safe all the way around, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally and so forth. As they call it, holistic security. Very interesting, and continuing to show that Shax rules. Like, he kicks ass. He's the problem to me, the best and like command officer that we have, the upper executive officer. So really enjoy this episode. It was fun stuff. Seeing Boimler off on his own doing his own thing and learning something, that was cool. But really just seeing Talin shine and be kind of at the center of this episode. She's a really great addition to this show, and I'm really glad that they gave her an episode to really kind of not just shine, but also to develop her character a lot more. And of course, Mariner being Mariner, Tandy and Rutherford acting a fool. I love it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this episode. What did you guys think? And what did you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section and leave your thoughts there. And of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And while you're down there, do me a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow this channel so that more people can see reviews just like this. All right, thanks for joining me. Come back next week. We're going to be talking about episode 6 of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. Until then, I have been Mo, your commenter extraordinaire on all things pop culture, and I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.